Hello everyone, welcome to Total War Casual. I'm Panda Warrior here with Achilles.
And we are here casting a game in the classical era tournament for Napoleon Total War. Round 1, Game 3 between Irongeneral from the VM clan playing as Britain and Yegorka playing as the Prussians.
And we are on the map Syrian Ridge. I think Yegorka is playing Defender and Irongeneral Attacker. So we'll start in 3, 1, 2, 3. So I'll go over the Britain build. He has a classic general, 3 dragoons, 1 light dragoon, 1, 2, 3, 4 rifle unit. That's pretty interesting. 1, 2, 3, and 9-foot infantry. So yeah, a pretty interesting build. What do you think about 4 snipers?
I think it's odd on this map. I just think it's odd.
Well, there's a lot of open fields, and the pikes are really useful in this map, I have to say.
Yeah, but you have to consider that you're playing that you're playing Prussia. Why would you bring sharpshooters against, well, snipers against Prussia?
Maybe you don't want to really light fight against them.
Before we go into that, let me just go over the Prussian army.
Yeah, sure.
So
Just go over
from
it.
left to right, we see 2 Jaegers, we see a Fugard unit, and 2 Musketeers. We have a Hussar and a Lancer. We have a normal general staff, 2 Prussian Fusiliers in the center, 3 Musketeers behind that. On the right, another Hussar and a Lancer, and then 4 more Musketeers, and then the first East Prussian Grenadier Battalion.
Yeah, pretty interesting choice, that Grenadier unit.
Okay, so let's get back to these rifles. So both players brought
Rifles,
basically rifles.
But the
Skirmishers.
Prussian did not bring the good ones. He brought the Jagers, not the Sile and Schlutzen.
Yeah, okay, but why do people bring rifles? Do you bring them either for you wanna be very annoying, you wanna play a passive game and you wanna snipe, or you want to use their stakes because you're facing a cavalry heavy faction. If you're playing against Prussia, you're not really expecting cavalry. You're expecting lots of infantry, and you're expecting, of course, very good Prussian Fusiliers. I kind of wonder why he just did not bring 4 Prussian Fusiliers. But I mean, I really question the use of rifles in a matchup between Britain and Prussia.
I think he expected to take the middle hill, and he didn't want Prussia to camp too much. Maybe he just wanted to start skirmishing with Prussia and force it to come to him, and then retreat back behind the hill, going further, retreat back, going further, retreat back. Because there's some good emplacement for rifle on this map. All the woods really good at protecting them. But in the Prussian case, I really don't know why he went for Jaegers, since the Prussian Fusilier are so effective.
Exactly. Also looking at the cav, once again from Irongeneral, we see him bringing a ton of dragoons. Well, a ton. It's just 3, but that's a ton for Britain.
Yeah,
And
his cav core is definitely dragoons, but he also bringing 1 light cav like last time.
But I like the fact that he's bringing a dragoon because it's a very defensive-based cavalry unit. You have 1 light dragoon, and then of course Prussia. I don't really understand why you would bring hussars.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean, I would definitely go with 4 lancers as Prussia.
Yeah.
We saw the rifles on
Get a
the
couple shots
left
on the
side,
Prussian,
getting a
yeah.
couple of volleys on the.
Yeah, they're gonna be annoying, that's for sure. They're gonna be really annoying, those rifles. But will they be efficient? That's a different question.
Well, the thing is, like, Prussia is, holding all their skirmishers in the center. He's facing 3 skirmishers with 4 of his. So why doesn't he just, run 1 of his Jaegers to the other side? Even though they lose the shootout against the rifles, at least they do some damage against it.
Yeah, true. Maybe he just want to cover the middle from anything, any attacks. But he's moving some infantry on the right side, on his right side. He will engage the rifle if they stay there.
And the rifle is pulling back. I also noticed that the rifle didn't shoot actually when the musketeers were, clearly in range. So that means that Irongeneral is playing around with the fire at will button.
Yeah, well, that's the best way to use rifles.
Definitely, and even though that like Irongeneral is the defender, we see him as last game we see him actually flanking around and kind of taking the offensive
Well, he was attacker
stance.
last game, I think.
Yeah, but right now he's defender and he's
Is
also taking an offensive stance.
yeah, true. Well, I wouldn't have led the hill to Prussia, or at least not without a little fight anyway.
I mean, taking the hill is top priority when you're defender. You can really just push for some points and then just
Stay.
sit at the
Yeah,
choke
yeah,
points.
yeah. He's
That kind
pushing
of
again with his rifles. I think he will get a nice volley if he managed to shoot that East Prussian
awesome.
Grenadier Battalion.
Oh, dude, some foot units in the center got absolutely shreked by the Jaegers.
Oh yeah, 20 casualties. That's a really good volley for Jaegers. I don't usually see them do such things. That's
Any
really,
casual,
really worth it.
like any shot, like any kill on English infantryman is just such a huge win for Prussia right here.
He did lose a couple of Jaegers, and now he's exchanging shot with the rifles. He's not really losing the shootout.
But he's firing at him in the forest.
Yeah, not a lot of casualties, but still some casualties.
On the right flank, though, you can see that on the right flank of Prussia, that is, you can really see that the rifles are, well, we're basically caught with their pants down by the.
Yeah, after the volley against
Russian
the
infantry.
Grenadiers, but they did get an extra volley on the Grenadiers, but now they got caught. I say it's worth it. Those Grenadiers are expensive.
And also that, the morale was very shaky for Prussia, so it was very smart from Yegorka to bring his general over.
Yeah, exactly. I would push on that flank with Prussia. Definitely. I would advance in the wood with my musketeers, fight that line with the cover of the woods, and prepare a cav to counter the dragoons. Because that fight in the forest, not worth it against the rifle. Definitely not worth it.
I have to ask, how come people bring so many infantry units? Well, basically the maximum.
Ouch. The
Yeah,
rifle in the
wow.
middle get destroyed. I don't think they are crouched, but
Absolutely
was a bad
destroyed.
idea. Was
They're
a really
already,
bad idea. He did advance his Prussian fusilier right in time to intercept them. Irongeneral is trying to get them at the cover behind the hill and get them away, but I think it's gonna be too late. They're gonna get another volley in the face.
Would you ever consider bringing a 3-star general with factions like England and Prussia?
I would if I go full foot with England. Irongeneral is pushing on the flank with his foot line. He wants to be aggressive. He's charging at the foot guards with his dragoon, getting volleyed. He will get a charge. He broke the square. He did a lot of damage, but the square was formed actually. And the dragoon will die now. But
We
he
have a
has
very late response by Hussars
yeah,
as well.
but he does
Hussars
have
when again.
a foot follow-up. Pretty nice.
Yeah, although I do wonder if he could have used that Dragoon any better. I mean, Yegorka was definitely not responding, which he's doing right now. He's trying to countercharge. He's trying to force the foot into his square so that he can unsquare and
On the
shoot
other
the foot
flank,
themselves.
the grenadiers and the musketeers pushed against the line through the cover to the forest, and it's another dragoon that gets tricked into a bad charge because of the terrain. Charging a square, charging it really slow, and routing. Yeah, the morale is really shaky, really shaky for England.
Yeah, action going on both sides. We have a foot just shattered under the pressure.
Another square missed. Yeah, he's
Another
sending
square
the
missed.
hussars, but the square is missed. It's too late. This other foot is still at full strain against the foot guard. That foot nearly killed the foot guard now. It's routing it, but it's 2 for 1. It's pretty bad. On the other flank, lancers against sniper didn't put any spikes, so have no cover, and he's counter charging with some dragoons, killing even more rifles due to the impact. So there's pretty intense battle going on. The hussars are fighting the light dragoon, routing. Yeah, they get routed.
Lancers against dragoons. These dragoons need to pull out right now and maybe fall back to their friendly musketeers that can maybe get a shot on the
I would let them to finish
dragoons.
the lancers. I would finish the lancers because they are protected by the lancers from enemy shooting. I would let them. Yeah, I will retreat right now. Let's see if he will take the time to retreat. Yes, he's retreating. Slowly but surely. Actually, no. It's kind of stuck.
And we can see that basically Britain lost. Well, I say Britain, but it's England, I guess.
Yeah,
They basically lost,
on both
both
flanks.
flanks.
But on the other flank, the last foot infantry is doing a really good job. It killed the foot guard. Now it's killing the musketeers because the
Ooh, he's making a big
musketeers.
mistake though. You see that foot, just running off the hill into that forest, into those, 3-line infantry.
Yeah, exactly. But the Prussian player needs to cover his left flank because he has bad positioning on that flank. But yeah, he managed to get some nice volleys with that shaky retreat of that English foot. A lot of kills, a lot of kills.
Oh my dude, that that foot, that English foot on the left flank of Prussia already took out 2 units.
Yeah.
A full foot guard and a full musketeer unit, basically.
Yeah. It's because of the bad placement of the Prussian infantry. In the
Yes.
middle, the fight is still going on. Jaegers, lights against the snipers. Prussian may try to wrap around with his right flank and take the hills. I would do that and retreat a bit in the middle. He's retreating in the middle. Smart play. Take advantage of his lights. But
correct me if I'm wrong, but are there any rules about, how many units of the same type you can take?
no, they're not.
Oh, okay.
Because
That's
it would be impossible for like
That's very good to know.
Portugal and stuff to make full line.
It looks like England is gonna miss the
England is
square.
missing the square. Yeah.
Oh,
That was
that is
pretty good charge. And he's moving right into pretty good calf charge there, really. But he's having the square on the second one and getting some sniper volley. But we have to say the calf charge was decent. Maybe he was too impetuous to charge the second unit. Because the snipers is
he
just
took out a
killing
full
too
unit.
much. Yeah, sniper unit did kill a lot of cav. Maybe he should have pulled back. But it was worth the try, I think. Sometimes you have to play safe, I guess.
Right now, Prussia is in a, pretty weird position. When his units are not really, spread out. You have like these musketeers with 3 ranks, even 4 ranks. That's not what you want.
Yeah, it's the same problem than last time with the Old Guard. But they're not in a bad position. England only has 1 decent cav left. Prussia also 2, but has a lot of reserve unit.
Yeah, but keep in mind that England is not the attacker here.
Yeah, true that. And musketeers against foots, advantage go to the foots. The Jaeger is still shooting, taking some casualties at the enemy foot infantry. Will that be enough? I don't know. I wouldn't send the foot first, I would use the snipers.
Yeah, well, I was just about to say that, like, it looks like he's using his foot as a meat shield to allow his rifles to, move up and get some shots in on the lights.
That's not a bad idea, but I mean, why not use the
Although he's
rifle
getting
range?
some nice kills on the units, behind.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
Behind the lights.
I would
sometimes
advance my lines with Prussia and finish those foots. Maybe he will stand a cav. Oh, charge on the right flank, but another nice square from Prussia. He's on point with his square. We can definitely say that. But that east grenadier will rout.
That musketeer in the forest squared as well, and actually that
that was
shouldn't have been
overkill.
squared.
Yeah, should have been.
Because then it could have taken out the foot, and then the grenadier battalion would have lived.
Yeah, or taken up the cav if he would have aimed the cav.
Would you target the cav or the foot?
I would target the cav, and then reform when they go out of range.
Would you though? Well,
Yeah,
actually, it would because England has another cav unit left. But be aware of the rules that if you have no cavalry left, the player that has cavalry left becomes the attacker.
Actually, does Chen count as cavalry in that case? Good question for later. Do you have to sacrifice your gen to be defender? Maybe.
General was excluded.
Oh, okay. But he's still doing a nice job at fighting that foot. I don't know why he's retreating. He should just finish that foot. Sometimes he's
I
too
don't know why England
cautious.
is attacking.
Yeah, but I think England want to put full pressure on the flanks. He has more lines. Oh yeah, nice. You saw charge down the middle, getting shot. But I don't think the foot at the top of the hill will have a line of fire. I'm not sure. We'll see. Oh no, he's moving it. It would be too late for the sniper unit. Oh, he's backing it up.
Backing up was the worst thing that he could have
Yeah,
done
because he went in line of sight.
Irongeneral had an attack order.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, that was really bad. Maybe he was afraid
Still,
of the heel. Well, still
still
good
though, he's gonna have some nice
because
charges
he
into
gets
the
some nice
foot.
charge, but yeah. On the right side, the dying English foot is still fighting the Prussian musketeers. I don't know why he moved them out of forest. Mistake from my point of view, but he will still win the fight and the shootout. That USA is doing good job there, routing a line, forcing another to square. Last English cav is going in. Will he charge? No, he's not charging. Smart decision, I think. USA is still alive.
I was gonna countercharge the Hussar. Maybe this is the time that the Musketeers could move up because the foot is not really, they're not really set up. They're getting blocked as well by the Hussars. You have this foot that, that's in a square.
Is
You
he
could
in
take
range?
advantage of this.
I don't think he's in range.
And the terrain is also being a bitch for the Jaegers.
A lot of Prussian fusiliers left though. A lot of them. I mean Prussian musketeers.
Yeah, not sure why
English,
he's moving up like that though.
I think he doesn't have ammo left. So he
That
just
could be the case, but you would
want
imagine that there would be a follow-up and he would just run in
well,
loose
he's
formation,
moving
isn't
his
it?
musketeers on the right flank to corner up that infantry. On the left side, he lost his two little infantry, and he will slowly but surely maneuver his musketeers to shoot. Getting shot to pieces though.
He should make haste though because he's getting outflanked on his
And
other
he's
flank
pulling
pretty
back.
hard.
He's pulling back. He has still a lot of infantry. Against how much foot English player? 1, 2, 2 foot? 3
Three.
foot. And 1 dead.
3 foot, but 2 dragoons. If he can, window down these musketeers and get in these dragoons late
Dragoons
game,
are
that can be
slow,
very
that's a
devastating.
problem. They usually get a volley. Would be USARs, I would have said yes. Dragoons is risky. Dragoons is way more powerful at full strength than USARs, but it's the opposite in small numbers.
Maybe England should start using their general.
I think
His
Prussia
general
should get
offensive.
offensive there and just push on that forest on his right side. Take the forest, push back the rifle, push back the infantry. I don't know why he's retreating like that.
Well, actually, maybe Irongeneral is attacker because this is game 3.
Yeah, he's attacker, but still, I don't know why he's
Oh.
retreating like that.
I was under the impression the whole time that I was defender. Never mind.
No. But still, no idea why he's retreating. Because only 3 foot does mean the English player have to do some great focus fire, and if he push on one flank, it will really divert his forces. Now he has time to regroup, and that's pretty bad.
And neither players do have elite units left, besides for the general.
No, neither. And they both have classic gen, so they're on par with that.
Players are setting up for the late game. Looks like Prussia is slightly but surely just falling back to the corner of the map.
But
Not to corner camp, but to take a defensive position.
This part of the map is really good as defensive position. Where he's going. The square formed by the little lake and the 2 forests, it's really good as defense.
Yeah, we know that, don't we?
Yeah, we actually know that really well.
The men are fatigued and must rest a while.
Good
English
times.
is slowly advancing with his forces. Prussia should really take advantage and take the woods. Like right now, and try to get some volley off. He's retreating deep into the woods, maybe too deep. They still have what? One Jager left against the English 3 rifles, but I don't think they have much ammo left.
I mean, like you're saying, Prussia should get, offensive, but maybe England will just pull back.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, maybe.
so maybe, so maybe both players, maybe they just know that I'll just let them pull back and then we'll see, because otherwise it's just gonna be, an endless chase of flanks and you're gonna run around in circles eventually.
Yeah, exactly. We'll have to see how it goes.
It's
England,
like,
I think England player is like thinking, oh, he's gonna attack the enemy forces because he's attacker, he needs to attack, but I don't think he has ammo in his rifle, or not a lot, otherwise he would have sent them already. He has only 3 foot. It will be tough for him to beat those Prussian infantry.
what do you think would be the best approach right now, since we clearly have some time to talk about it? What if England just sends his cavalry, behind, so that, or, just one or just two, just so that Prussia is forced to, face at least one line infantry away to the other side.
Yeah, I would make one line with everything. Rifle, the 3 infantry.
I like the idea that he's, he's, kind of putting himself in a situation where you're up with your back, like with your back against the wall, by sitting against the water, but it also removes the potential Kev threat from
Yeah,
behind.
yeah. I will attack the unit from the flanks, but he has a lot of infantry. I really don't see how he's gonna win this. But I would definitely attack the right flank of the Prussian player, the one up against the water, to flank it with 1 or 2 foot and try to roll up all his army.
Yeah.
Kill them one after one and using the calf to get some good volleys. But it will be really hard, that's for sure.
Well, England has quite some meat shields left. You can see 3 rifles.
Yeah.
Not sure why he's leaving his general behind like that. I think in the late game, if your general is still at full strength, it actually becomes a potential
Potential
good
threat.
cavalry unit.
Yeah. But now I think maybe he has still ammo in his rifle. Maybe not.
Alright, so right now, England is doing as we've said, he's flanking around with his dragoons. He's gonna make sure that Prussia is forced to at least turn 1 or 2 lines to face the other way, so that it will make his attack more easier.
Yeah, definitely. He's sending the cav. You're right. Good call. But I would also bring the general maybe with the cav. Maybe that would be overkill, but inspire them so they keep charging. Otherwise,
I think you
it's
need
gonna be hard.
I think you need a general there when Prussia, when all the lions are gonna fire their first volley.
Prussia also have a full threat chain. And he has some fusilier. I don't know if they have ammo left. But a dangerous unit, that's for sure. I would be the English player. I would have little clue how to, not to inflict damage, but to win the game. I would be
What about kill
Prussia.
the?
I would just
What
go
about
full
killing the
strength
general?
now. Yeah,
What about you
yeah.
put all your
That's
efforts
actually
in
a
killing the general?
good idea. If you kill the gen, maybe a mass rout could occur.
I mean, it's 2 cavalry units.
They're not at full strength though. 20 and 23.
Well, a dragoon. Well, 2 dragoons can definitely take on.
Yeah. If he has one volley left with the rifle, he can always go for the trick shot on the general. Worth it. Maybe he's doing that. Oh no, he's shooting the Jaeger with no ammo. That's not the plan. Does he has no ammo?
I think. Well, we've only been talking about like how can England win the game, but how can Prussia lose the game?
By losing his flank infantry, getting shot by the rifle, losing his gen, squaring too much infantry. Otherwise, I think if he kills a calf,
One of our
it's game
units
over.
has used all its ammunition,
That's for
sir.
sure. Oh, one of the rifle has no ammo. The big one has no ammo left.
Pretty nice
Oh,
volley on the musketeer,
yeah,
actually.
but Prussia will volley back, and that's really bad for England. Losing anything for England right now is really bad. Though the morale is really shaking. And he pullbacks. That wasn't that good, but still.
He's actually gonna try to push that flank. I think he's also, he's also moving up his cavalry. If the musketeers would just target the dragoons right now, that could be very bad for England.
Yeah, but if they don't, well,
They're
they
actually gonna
square.
square
They
up.
square. Not a bad plan. Not a bad plan. Because they're protected by the other infantry. Getting a couple shots in is not bad. They D-square now.
Ooh, if he doesn't watch out, and ooh,
Hopefully it's in the forest.
still
Still 3 kills. That's a lot
four,
for
four
4.
kills.
That's a
That's
lot.
massive.
Yeah, that's massive. That's massive in this stage of the game.
He's moving up with his foot. He's
England
gonna
is
fight
moving
it.
his foot.
But look at the morale, though. Look at the morale.
It's really shaky for Prussia, but firing a volley on that foot really helped them. But they have a protection of the trees, so it's pretty good for them. He's readjusting his line to shoot at the charging foot. They will kill it, that's for sure.
At this point, I would go in. Well, never mind.
No, they insta-route. They do
So yeah,
insta-route.
Right now, he's selecting the cavalry to charge.
I think it was over for England. It was just
Our men are
they didn't have
running,
enough
sir.
men left. They really lost a lot of infantry to calf charge, and due to inattention on the flanks. And yeah, and the snipers didn't pay off. Like 2 of them maybe paid off, but not all of them.
And
Yeah, it's over.
I look at the position of the general. For the Prussians, like it's now in a position where it's very hard to kill.
Yeah, exactly. But now I think the English guy cannot win.
Yeah, he's gonna commit his general to the fight.
He
I think that
has no
is,
choice. Well, since he's the attacker, he has really no choice and no chance to beat
Our
them.
general is under attack.
He's getting volleyed pretty bad now.
well, I don't know. He might, he might still be able to win. The morale is very shaky. If you could use the infantry that are just, standing idle at the lake, if you could, start using them, if you could, bring out his dragoons, he's still strong on one flank, and I
Yeah,
think
that's true.
Prussia. I think it's very hard to push, even though Prussia routed some English line infantry on that flank.
If he push now with his right flank, he can maybe roll up, but still a lot of infantry, a lot of them.
There we go.
That's
We
true.
have the
Both calf moving. Both calf moving in. Maybe with a nice charge, he can route 1-2 units on that flank. Standing his gen at the same time, it will be hard. Oh, square.
square, but that's
Square,
very
but
good. The
nice
square is gonna
volley.
break when it's under 14.
Yeah.
Now he can charge it.
One volley, it break immediately. That was a really good volley. Prussia should really be aggressive on the other flank now, because if you let them roll up...
Well, they can't really because 1 foot of 59 men returned, and
Oh
they
yeah,
will,
yeah, that's too
and they're
late.
now gonna pop
Yeah,
up.
and they're
in the
wasting
musketeers'
ammo
flank.
into the rifles.
There
Yeah.
is dragoons incoming on the other flank. They're trying to shatter the musketeers, and the sneaky cavalry unit actually will be able to land a back charge, I think, in the musketeers if
No, it's squared. It's squared.
squared.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Oh, but
No,
on the other
no,
flank, he will
no,
get
it
a
actually
really good calf charge. On the left flank, it's squared, but on the right flank, he get a nice calf
Uh,
charge.
we were looking at different parts of the battlefield then. Yeah, and because the musketeer is attacked, it cannot fire, and the other musketeer is gonna square. So that means that England is gonna have a advantage in numbers on that flank.
The foot in the middle get off a nice charge against the infantry. The foot on the right roll up against the square, doing some nice damage.
And the dragoons are trying
The
to go for the
dragoons are
general.
doing a nice chunk of damage on that infantry, and the other infantry is retreating, but really
Our
sloppily.
men are running, sir.
Yeah, but the dragoons made like the dragoon on the other flank made sure that Prussia wasn't able to fire for a very long time with his troops. and that allows him to stay in the fight.
Oh,
I
that's a
think
really good use of rifles. Blobbing those 2 units for the foot to fire, really nice.
yes. Although I think that England should move his general a little bit more to the center, just to provide, the extra little bit of morale support, because the morale is very shaky right now.
Is it? Is it?
Well, he
Oh,
could get a he could actually get a free charge into those musketeers that are now engaged with the rifles.
England is completely reversing the situation by destroying the Prussian flanks.
The rifles
Our
are
men
routing.
running, sir.
Yeah, but soon will the musketeers against that foot if they don't start to take volleys. They're getting double shot pretty bad.
The dragoon needs to get engaged right now.
I would
if
keep the
England wants to-
dragoons for a really late game situation when nobody can square. I would
Well,
keep them.
that musketeer isn't able to square anymore since it's under 40. Since it's
Yeah, but the
actually going to rout
69
before
one
it gets
can,
in.
and the 69 musketeer
And
is squaring.
now the rifles are going to get engaged with the musketeers that are actually in square. Okay, never mind.
One of our units has used all its
But he's just going to go
ammunition.
for the general, and he's going to move up with the foot infantry. He's going to try to shoot the squares.
Jen is
He-
charging the dragoons also.
And he's actually going into melee
On the left
other
flank,
side.
yeah, we will win. It's a double of musketeers, but English foot with 1 chevron. Oh no, they got destroyed.
It's not the English foot that has a chevron, it's the musketeers.
Yeah, both now they have, but it's because they were tired. That's why they lose a lot of their attack and defense abilities. And
the
the
dragoon
Prussian
actually got
gen,
into,
yeah,
got into the Prussian general.
yeah,
Prussian
but
general
not
didn't
doing a
rout
lot
yet.
of damage. Dragoons doing a
Oh,
back
the
charge in
musketeers
the
didn't get
middle,
into a square.
and the
They
musketeers,
actually allowed them
yeah.
to get charged, and that means that they can square. And now, it's just gonna get a back charge in.
Oh, it's really close now. The dragoons are into the fight, so is the Prussian gen, and the 2 Prussian infantry on the other flank finished at English foot and are reforming. In the middle, both units are fighting close combat. English gen is charging. Really close battle. Prussian
He's gonna
gen
fall
still
back
at
with his
14.
dragoons. And look how funny it is right now. We basically have England now. They've taken the fortress, then
And the
Prussia
Prussian
out
guy
of the
is
fortress.
out, yeah. But the Prussian gen is still really strong, and the dragoon is slowly dying. I think the Prussian guy should focus the dragoon right now. Focus
think-
and shoot the dragoon.
I think he's just gonna get a lucky kill right now.
Men are running, sir.
There we go. The general was actually
Oh,
killed.
yeah. General was
Prussia.
killed. But still really close game, really close game.
Really close game, but kind of a
English
lucky
gen
kill
is
right there.
coming back in. Yeah. I don't know if they get the good volley on the gen and the dragoons can still turn around. Ah, dragoons is dead. Nice. Prussian general is not afraid of dying for his country. Still fighting. Still strong. Ah, it's really
Prussian general
close.
is dead.
And the foot infantry is now naked.
The musketeers, they don't have enough men to square anymore. So the only thing England needs to do right now is sit tight with the foot,
but it's
which he's not gonna
risky.
do.
Is he charging?
He's actually
Does he
charging
have
because
ammo? Oh, he's charging.
that is. Oh,
he needs his
what is
gen.
he
He
doing?
needs his gen.
He needs his gen right now.
What is happening? If they rout, it's over. Will they rout
Oh,
though?
no, he's
Is he-
boosting
Oh,
with
he's
his
boosting.
abilities.
Nice. He's charging with 1.
And now he needs to bring his general in, and that's gonna be the end of it. Because
English guy got slaughtered. They need the moral boost from the gen. 31 to 30.
yeah, but it's a cavalry unit charging against units that cannot square. This is basically the end right now. Very close game though.
The gen abilities did save the game because he was going to rout. Yeah.
The
really
gen
close.
abilities and the lucky kill.
Oh
Only
yeah.
the general is left.
That was a really close game at the end. GG to both players. Really nice game. We'll just see the kills. Oh yeah.
Oh my god, dude, that foot unit.
That foot unit did his job. 1 foot did
It is,
kill
it is-
231 guys. That's pretty
It's
neat.
probably the foot unit that killed that foot guard.
Yeah,
and the foot
yeah.
on the flank.
The foot unit of the game, MVP. Well, that's it for today. We'll see you another time. Achilles, anything else?
Nope. Take care.
See ya.